Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
Hello and welcome everybody. Farmer Donkey here. We are on our Calmlands one tile challenge today. We are now in the month of May for year 5. Today we get to spray our fields. Well, at least our sorghum and our grass field. We're going to be spraying. The sorghum gets both fertilizer and herbicide because we do have some medium weeds growing from our direct drill. So we're gonna get into that. Let me turn on my lines so I make sure I hit everything. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, today is a happy day for us. And when I woke up today, I got a call from our contractor. They said that our house is finally ready to move in. So, after we get done spraying, we will be taking a closer look at our house and give you guys the grand old tour. And then we can finally get rid of the old wooden bench we've been sleeping on, which is amazing. And it also marks the completion of our bonus objective of building something on this map while doing the building projects. So, pretty awesome. Glad that we could do it. But yeah, so we mostly have a little bit of field work to do, but also, upon completing our house, that means we can sell all of our wood products for a profit now. So all the rest of our trees that we have, that is going to be additional income sources that we're going to be utilizing to finish paying off the loan. But so yeah, I think that is definitely a good thing for us. That also means that we can kind of eliminate a little bit more of these trees. So I know last episode we had a bunch of prefab walls over there, and then we also had a bunch of furniture stacked up. So it took all of the pallets we had of prefab walls, loading that in, and then it also took, I believe it was 6 of the furniture pallets. So 4 of the prefab walls, 6 of the furniture pallets. Thankfully we had just enough to cover that from the prefab walls. So that was pretty cool. Our silage should also be done fermenting. I'm not sure how much we're gonna give to the cows. Let's see, how much do the cows have in there? Yeah, they still have 95,000 liters, so they're doing pretty good. We will get probably a few more, I think maybe 2 more cuts in this year of grass. So I'll probably do 2 trips to the cow barn and then 1 trip for selling. Just to try and keep our income up. One of the other things I noticed is we are stockpiling a ton of apples. So we are producing apples a a lot faster than we can juice them. And it's just from the one orchard. So I'm not sure if we're just going to only worry about selling the juice that we can produce and kind of just building up the apples, or if we want to go ahead and start selling apples directly as well. So we will have to take a look at that, but we currently have 23,000 liters of apples just on backlog in our juicery. So we will probably try and think of what we can do with those. Whether it's throwing down another apple juice production, or do we just go ahead and let them sit there? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. So we're currently just going to go ahead and finish spraying these. Spraying honestly shouldn't take too much time, so I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of jump cuts or time lapses this episode. We don't have too much to sell, so we won't be... I hate when I hit that key instead of turning. I fat finger it a lot. Yeah. So we are almost done with spraying the weeds. There wasn't too much in the shop. Farmer Mike's fence are still there. Unfortunately, we still can't afford them. But what we can do is, there was a slightly bigger cultivator. I know we don't really need one. That should finish that field. But it is a decent one that we could afford. I mean, it's got an 8-meter working width. What does our current one have? Let's take a look. Vehicles. Where is it? No. Okay, yeah, so we currently have a 5-meter that's worth 8,000. So we could upgrade that pretty easily and make our cultivation jobs a little bit faster. Let me unload this. And we'll kind of just poke it in there a little bit. And then grab our... There we go. Alright. But then again, we won't have too much space as far as storing it. So we will have to think about that a little bit if we do choose to go that route. Yeah, liquid fertilizer. I think that should be enough, maybe. Go ahead and fertilize both fields. Get this spread back out. We'll pull up our map so we can see the difference. It is taking a little bit more fertilizer than our sunflower field did after the slurry spraying. But I think sorghum just takes a little bit more fertilizer in general, which, I mean, is not too bad. Um, it is kind of satisfying to watch the mini-map change colors completely and become that beautiful green. But overall, I'm not upset about how much we are currently using fertilizer-wise. So when I was loading up today to record, um, man, I saw that we have 95 hours on the save. That is crazy to think. And really, what we still have 238,000 to pay back on our loan. So I think that is. I think we're a little over halfway. Well, I mean, we are a little over halfway on the loan, but I think as far as the game say, well, the progress on this farm, we're definitely getting places. Like I think, especially with the wood coming in now as just for profit, we should see a huge amount of progress towards getting that loan completely paid off. Uh, I don't know if we're going to need anything else for the farm specifically, but I do think that we'll, if we do see something show up in the used market that, we can't say no to, I think we'll get it then, but I don't think we're going to be specifically buying anything right away. I mean, probably a bigger slurry spreader would be nice, just so we don't have to refill it as often, but it's not going to be something that's necessary for us. Um, I mean, maybe a slurry spreader with the precision farming attachment would be pretty cool to see um, what kind of difference it would make as far as spreading the slurry. Would it be a little bit more even? Would it be closer to what the field needs? So I would be interested in seeing that. I should probably. I think what we were looking at before in the last episode was if we were going to have enough slurry to spray the grass, and I think we decided that we weren't going to, but we could definitely pull that up and look real quick. It looks like yeah, we only have 11,000 liters of slurry. Um, hmm. I mean, that might be enough. We could definitely probably hook up the Valtra to the tank and see what we can do with that. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I'm not sure if we're going to have to come back and spray again with our liquid fertilizer, or if using the slurry will over fertilize the grass field. I wonder. Um, 'Cause I know there is a... It is... Yeah, so... But that's 71,000 for that. To be able to spread the slurry. Oh. Alright, so I think that's what we'll do, is we'll go ahead and we'll tuck this away for now. We'll grab the Valtra and go use some slurry, because that's going to be our free fertilizer. And then eventually we are going to want to go ahead and sell some of our boards and such, because that is ready for sale. For the most part, I've noticed that the price on our lumber is, for the most part, above max price. I know we'll have to watch it a little bit as far as see what fluctuation is going to show up, but there's not a whole lot of fluctuation in a lot of our lumber products. Now, furniture there is, and regular planks there is, but we've been turning our regular planks into furniture. So there's that. Turn on our lines. And then we'll start at the first one over here. I think we'll do this one first and just kind of see what is that going to do for us. It does look like it's actually just applying what we need. Interesting. So we might be able to get away with just using slurry. So we will see that. See here in a few. Actually, let's hop out. Okay, so it does say it's perfect. It does look like it has... Yeah, not bad. And it... Yeah, so... Okay. It does look like it's distributing a little bit more now. A little odd, but... Because we're going faster than we initially did. I don't know if this is overspraying. It does look like it's a little bit much for the grass, as far as color-wise. So we might just reserve this for our crop fields. Let me take a look at that. Oh, it says it's perfect, but yeah, there's spots where it's only good because it's a little too far over. Huh? No, I guess it doesn't think that I am too far at all. Alrighty, so I wonder, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do the field as much as we can as slurry, just to see if after we cut, if any of that is going to remain. So it's just kind of interesting to me at how each run is a little bit different on how much it's distributing. But yeah. So I think I will go ahead and do a time lapse here, just to kind of get through the spreading of slurry. It's a little bit slower than our liquid fertilizer, and we will see how far we get with just our slurry, and we'll see you guys back then.
sun stands still. Farmer Dnkey works with a stubborn will. His plow digs deep in the earth so brown, one tile at a time in this quiet town. He says, oh, this land is mine to tend through the seasons that never end. With sweat on my brow and dreams to yield, Farmer Dnkey fertilizes his field. The wind hums soft through the golden grain, a hymn of patience, joy, and pain. He hums along with a twang so true, one step at a time the day feels new. He says, oh, this land is mine to tend through the seasons that never end. With sweat on my brow and dreams to yield, Farmer Dnkey fertilizes his field. Play, he leans on his plow at the end of day, whispers to the stars as they start to glow, thank you for the calm, now it's time to grow. He says, oh, this land is mine to tend through the seasons that never end. With sweat on my brow and dreams to yield, Farmer Dnkey fertilizes his field.
Alright, so it turns out, no, we did not have enough slurry to go ahead and fertilize the field. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up with our fertilizer spreader. I think we might need to cover just a little bit down here, just to make sure we do cover it. But for the most part, we got all of the headlands, so that's not too terribly bad. Well, I guess it doesn't quite cover all of the headlands, because it looks like there's going to be a little bit where we're going to have to go back down for a small strip. So I don't know if it is going to be worth, especially with how little fertilizer grass does take, it would be worth to even spread slurry on it, or if we should just continue to use our liquid fert. And I think for the most part it is spraying. I guess we should see if it shuts off a little bit down here. No, and it's still thinking we need to spray the entire field. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna really save us anything to yeah. I think it would be best if we just stick to liquid fertilizer. Because it is thinking all of this needs sprayed, even the stuff that's been fertilized already. So it's just going to have to look a little funky for now. But I think this is about where we're going to go ahead and leave this for this. So hold that up. We will get this all put away. And then we're going to go take a look at our brand new house. And then we can sell some of our lumber products. I am going to hold off on selling furniture, so it's just going to be the products from our sawmill that we're going to sell. Alright, so let's go take a look at our brand new house. Out here on Calmlands. Alright, so we come in our front door. And we got a bedroom right here. Looking nice. Glad to have it. And then across from the bedroom we have our living room with fireplace. Nice little room for entertaining. Then we have little office area. This is where we're going to make all our videos for you guys. And nice calm little kitchen with fireplace as well. Kind of natural heating. And then we got our little bathroom. Then we can go upstairs. And we got another kind of little living area here. Looks like it's kind of got a wood burning heater here. Another bathroom. Second bedroom with its own little desk. And then our third bedroom back here. So we definitely have room for our family to grow. So I think this is a nice little house for us. And then we can come out here, right out the kitchen, and come get some eggs from our chickens for breakfast. So I like it. There's a few things I want to do as far as decorating. So we will do that probably in the next episode. So you guys can kind of stand by and watch that. Now, we need to make just a tiny little bit of money. I mean, we really don't need to make it, but if the price is right, we are going to go ahead and sell. And it does look like our price is right for some of our wood products, from what I was looking at earlier. So we got a ton of beams still. Let's make sure that they're good for price. Beams. Okay, beams aren't at above their max price. So we're going to hold off on selling those because the price is still going up. But our long planks and our prefab walls are good to go for selling. But it looks like we're just shy of a pallet of prefab walls. So we can get our 2 pallets of long planks sold. And then we'll probably have to wait until next month to sell the rest of it. I wonder if we can go ahead and get greedy a little bit and grab both pallets and sell them at the same time. Oh, we got a deer in our bakery. Go. Yep, not bad. About a little over $5,000 there. So, oh wait, what do we have here? Just more beams? Yep, okay. So we're just going to go ahead and set this aside. Trying to get lined up a little bit. Yeah, that's close enough. We'll just tap it over just a hair. There we go. Alright. And I think that is where we're going to go ahead and call this episode. It was definitely fun hanging out with you guys. As always, definitely check out the list of awesome content creators down below in the description and check out their series. They've been doing a lot of awesome work. There's been a few new ones added to it that have just started taking on the series and the challenge. So definitely share the love with them. And if you've made it this far, please smash the like button for me and consider subscribing. But until next time, thank you all for watching. Peace.